Welcome back to the vlog, building the V-Baby CoreXY 3D printer, high-speed 3D printer. This is part 5 in the build. We are going to add the X carrier to the X-axis and adding the belt to the Z-axis and also the belt on the XY axis, which concludes the mechanical parts. So in the next vlog, make sure to subscribe. We're going to add electronics and we're going to fire up the printer. So follow along and enjoy. You need some metric drill bits. You need M3, M4 and M5 to drill all the holes, as the tolerances are very tight. Then we're gonna add an M3 nut inside the Hotend bracket on the side here. Just slide it in, pick it in place. The screws you need for this are M3 by 12 or M3 by 14. We then need to add these M4 nuts so we can attach the Hotend bracket with some M4 by 12s. Just slide it up from underside and then add your screws. Before you add the wheels, you need to insert these M3 screws, or else you're not able to access the holes. Those are for securing the belt. You can then add the wheels. I'm not gonna go through that now, we've done that before. You can now attach the fan bracket and also the fan you can place. So we have the inlet facing away from the Hotend. I'm just using some M2 screws here to keep it in place. Add the 3010 blowers to the fan brackets. Add the fan brackets to the carrier. I was missing one fan, but you should of course add both. Then the X carrier should be finished, so we can add it to the X-axis. We need to secure the carrier with the lower wheel into the fork, so flip the frame over on its back. It's more easy to access the fork and the wheel position. So add the spacers and the shims and the wheel and the nut as before, and then we're gonna adjust some tension on the X carrier. So we're not gonna tension the wheel too much. We want the carrier to be able to move back and forth without restrictions, but of course we want some tension. So here you can see it moving freely both in X and Y. Here you can see I have some printed hooks which I keep the frame from falling down, and it makes assembly much easier. So those are also on GitHub. There's one hook for the motor side and another type for the either side. Now we are going to add the belt, so we want to take off the tensioner first, and then we're gonna thread the belt. And we're gonna start here. We're gonna go around the top idler and then down to the smooth idler and under this smooth idler, and then over to the other smooth idler, and then up to the top toothed idler, then down to the pulley. The pulley is loose, so keep it loose so it can spin. Do not tighten the grub screws. Then up to this smooth pulley, over to the other smooth pulley, and then down to the bottom anchor point. Secure the belt in the loop like this, and it will not move anywhere. Then we are going to adjust the length of the belt, but first of all, this is very important. You must make sure that this idler bracket is placed in the correct spot so that the belts are parallel, so that the belt path goes straight down. It cannot be angled at all or your printer will not work correctly. This is very important. Add the end of the belt to the tensioner. Make sure that it's placed so that you can tension the belt a little bit. We're gonna find a note when playing on the belt. When the frame is in the hooks, we should look for a note by E3 note. So you can use the app called the Pitcher, and then look for a E3 note. You can just leave the pulley loose. We're going to look at the XY belts. So we're going to start with the lower belt. Just put that into the loop on this side. Make sure that the tooth are facing towards the idlers, away from the motors. That's very important. So go around this toothed pulley, over to this corner pulley, over to the other corner pulley, down there, then over to the motor, and then to the X idler, the smooth X idler, and over to the other loop. Then do the top one around this smooth pulley, over to the A motor, over to the corner idler, the other corner idler, and then to the X idler, and then back to the carrier. When doing the final tensioning, you need to make sure that the X-axis end up perpendicular to the Y-axis. And you typically do this by first skewing it a little bit so it's tight on the A side, and then there's a little bit of gap on the B side when you attach the lower belt. And then you're going to straighten this when you attach the upper belt. So just over tighten this a little bit so you can slide on the belt loop, and then the X-axis should be perpendicular. So this is very important to get dimensionally correct print results. Check your AB belt tensioning by playing on them as you see in the picture, and you should find a note B2 or 120 Hertz around those numbers. Make sure that your X carrier is in the middle and all the way to the idler side when you do this. So that concludes this part of the build. In the next vlogs we are going to look at adding the electronics and firing up the printer. So hope you enjoy, and see you soon.